Bharat This Week, where India's stories meet their meaning. I'm Laura Anika, and this week, the nation stood at the intersection of legacy and leadership, learning and loss. From Sardar Patel's enduring vision of unity to the next chapter in India's judiciary, from AI entering our classrooms to a cyclone testing human resilience, it's been a week of reflection and resolve. Let's begin where India's story began, with unity. This week, India celebrated Rashtriya Ekta Divas, marking the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the man who turned a divided land into one nation. From the Statue of Unity in Gujarat, President Draupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi led the tribute, calling Patel's vision the foundation of India's strength. Across India, thousands joined Run for Unity marches, students, soldiers, civil servants, all echoing one message, that unity isn't inherited, it's built. But unity isn't just geographical, it's institutional, and that brings us to the week's next big story. A new leader for India's highest institution, the judiciary. India will soon have its 53rd Chief Justice, Justice Surya Kant. His oath is set for November 24th, marking the end of Justice Bhushan Ramakrishna Gawai. Justice Kant inherits a docket full of defining cases, from electoral reforms to digital rights. It's a timely reminder that while Sardar Patel unified India's land, the judiciary safeguards its conscience. And just as the constitution evolves to meet new realities, so too must India's classrooms. The CBSE this week announced the 2026 board exam schedule. Class 10 from Feb 17 to March 10th, Class 12 till April 9th. But this wasn't just an update for students, it was a shift in direction. The Education Ministry unveiled a bold move under NEP 2020, launching AI and computational thinking in the curriculum, starting from Class 3rd in 2026 to 27. From chalkboards to code, India is preparing children not just to learn but to lead in a digital world. But as India programs for the future, Nature reminds us this week that there are still forces beyond any algorithm. In the coastal districts of Andhra Pradesh, Cyclone Mantha made landfall, leaving behind destruction and despair. Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu estimated losses at 5,265 crore, with field crops, homes washed away, and power lines snapped across Srikakulam, Vizianagaram, and Visakhapatnam. Relief teams worked through the night, restoring electricity, providing shelters, and ensuring food security for the displaced. It was a stark reminder: as we build digital India, we must also build resilient India. One that can withstand nature's fury as much as it can harness technology's promise. And speaking of resilience, the week ended with India paying tribute to its once more. This week was a mirror to India's identity. It began with a leader who united our past. It continued with a jurist who will guard our justice. It turned towards our classrooms where the future is already being coded. And it ended in villages of Andhra, where people rebuilt courage, not complain. In every headline this week, one word connected them all: responsibility. Responsibility to unite, to serve, to educate, to protect, and to rise together. Because Bharat's story has always been the story of becoming. From Patel's unity to AI's innovation, India is still becoming the nation it was destined to be. I'm Laura Anika, and this was Bharat This Week. Until next time, stay informed, stay resilient. Jai Hind.